Hi, Pastor Sue.
Hey, Gracia, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Yeah, doing fine, thank you. Really well. I'm grateful to be able to say that, and it's a privilege just to be with you today to share 2 or 3 things that might hopefully help someone out there.
Thank you. We're in for a treat. So we know that life can be a bit of a roller coaster at times, and we can have some really good times, and at times any of us really can struggle. So it's not unusual. It's not the worst thing that from time to time people can actually feel sad. Now, in my line of work, from time to time, we do actually get people feeling quite depressed. But today, what we are looking forward to hearing from you are ways of staying well and feeling less sad. So, what can you share with us?
I've had to remember to say thank you and to express some kind of praise. As you mentioned, we're church pastors and we're believers, and there is a release when you learn to say thank you, because you start to think of the good things in your life. I'm learning more and more to proclaim truth, and I get that from reading the Bible, finding that anchors my heart, my thinking. It helps to settle my viewpoint. In the Psalms, Psalm 139 is an amazing psalm. Just speaks about how much God knows us, and that he knew every day that was coming towards us. And it's like, wow, is that true? The book of Proverbs, and there's 31 chapters in there, loads of different things about peace of mind, how to handle arguments, all sorts of different, what the world of work is really, really practical. And then the other thing I love to read, I find that people tell me it's very, very simple, but you get to know Jesus when you read the Gospel of John, and you find the true face and expression and vocabulary of Jesus in there. And I often would describe that he is a picture of God's heart. Jesus is the expression of God's love towards us. Jesus shows it all and tells it all. It's lovely to read, is the Gospel of John. I would find some strong songs. I love music. Maybe it's jazz for you. For me, I just make sure it's uplifting. There's a great tune in there, and the words actually build rather than break down. Another thing I would do, I love fragrance. I like to find things that smell pleasantly, and I wonder if this is a great game for kiddies. If kids are bored today, maybe do the ooh or the eek fragrance test on them. Onions is eek, but maybe a rose, ooh. And even for our own heart and our own well-being, exercise, whatever you like, skipping, whatever you like to do. I have to beat the kind of don't want to do it mindset. I have to get past the do I have to do this kind of thoughts, but actually I do feel better when I've achieved something. Eating good stuff. We need to watch what we eat, and for every maybe bad thing or not so helpful thing that we eat, let's push in something that's really good for us, and keep balancing that out, and going towards something that's maybe fresh, something that is not really covered in pastry or whatever. I think we should have a treat though, but eating as well as we can, I think that's good for us. Apparently, if you're in exam season, would you believe it, eggs and walnuts are supposed to be brilliant, because they immediately nourish your concentration skills and your mental faculties.
Wow.
If you don't even see yourself as a creative person, often making something really helps your mood, because you've a project to focus on. You've a responsibility perhaps even to finish something, or you're in the moment where you're learning a new skill. Through a difficult season of mine, I just went down to the local store. I was only allowed out of the door, in a sense, because of the circumstances, only allowed out of the door for 20 minutes every day. And this was a 7-week period about 6 or 8 years ago. I don't even remember the actual dates now. But I just remember thinking, what can I do to be busy, to be in the room, to be able to chat, but not hidden behind my phone? because the phone cuts you off from people. Whereas doing something like in my instance, that situation was with wool. And I started just to crochet a blanket. And before I'd finished, it was about 6 foot square. It took weeks. I doubled it up. I wanted it to grow quick. I wanted to feel like I was getting somewhere. I made the colours absolutely blingy. They were so kind of bright and vibrant, but it did me good because I felt it. I felt its warmth. I felt the wool softness. I knew that I was having to concentrate on something, but I could still talk to the other person in the room at that point. And then the other thing, I think for guys possibly more so, if you can grab a piece of wood and shape it somehow, be careful, because obviously it might be sharp and all of that, but my family love to work with wood. Sometimes on social media I'll put pictures of what they're building, you know, guitars or tables or little dishes and things like that, and trinket boxes, all sorts of things. But making something can really give you a focus, and it carries you through a season. It takes you past the moment, and it gets you thinking outside of the constraints of your challenges right there. One of the other things that helps you to keep upbeat is to reach out to someone else. You know, phone them, ask them how are they doing, what have they been up to this week. Is there anything you could send for them that might be an encouragement? I think that lifts you because it gives you a different conversation. Try and keep the conversation positive. Only phone to bless rather than to pour all your worries and negatives on. But then, yeah, if you do feel that you're heavy-hearted, choose someone that's going to be ready for you if you're going to call them. Someone that you know will be ready to give you an upbeat, uplifting response. What to avoid? We need to not just go into new things, but actually avoid other things. And the certain things I would try and avoid would be getting into someone else's argument, or watching an overwhelming amount of the news, which often can stir up lots of different passions and reactions. I think, let's put down the tendency or the habit maybe of holding a grudge. We just don't even want to go there because it's not going to do any good, is it? It's not going to help us. It's using up emotional energy that we actually need to save to get strong. And I think also the gossip thing. Let's just avoid gossip because it's not healthful. It's not peaceful. It's not going to build a relationship because gossip often comes in between, causes us to not want to reach out. We start to think about negative things instead of actually just building life. So, yeah, there's a few things we need to avoid.
So I've really, really loved each and everything that you've told us in terms of how to stay well. So thank you very, very much. It's been an absolute treat to have you on the Well of Wellbeing. Guys, this is all for today. We thank you for watching us and ask you to subscribe and follow us. Thank you.
If you would like help with this or any other topics that we discuss on our videos, please don't hesitate to reach out. We have a Destiny Hope line, which is available 9 to 9 every day, ready to talk. And the number is 0333 900 909. Or you can email the address shown below, which is wellbeing@destiny-church.com, and we would love to address your concerns and just have a chat with you about anything that is worrying you.